Good. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Johnson. I am the founder of the World Affairs Council of Montana. I had the privilege of meeting with some of you and speaking with you just a few moments ago. And I hope the others will indulge me. I'll say a few remarks now as well. I think the presence in this room of students from across Montana really demolishes the myth that somehow Montanans don't care about the world around them. And as I said earlier, one of the reasons why I established the council was because I feel the greatest tragedy that confronts the U.S. is that having globalized the rest of the world with our music and our hamburgers at McDonald's, we do run the risk of not globalizing ourselves. And we know, for instance, according to National Geographic, that 90% of young Americans between the ages of 18 and 24 cannot find Afghanistan on a map. Well, guess who will be among those 30,000 going to Afghanistan? I mentioned also that in years past, recently, the Intel Corporation hosted its annual science competition. And I was pleased to see that 60,000 US students signed up for that. But then I posed the question, how many Chinese signed up for it? And the answer is 5 million. I went on to say the difference between your generation and mine is that for me, who cared? It wasn't a big deal. We really did live in an isolated world. After graduating from Great Falls Central, where the wind blows, I went to college on the East Coast and then spent 30 years in the U.S. Foreign Service, serving in places like Kenya, Jakarta, Iran, Egypt, Kuwait. I never had any of the plush assignments in Europe, but these were fascinating places. I also said earlier that many of your teachers and your parents will tell you that it is important for you to get an education and to learn about the world. And I said, and I repeat now, it's not important. It is not important. It's more. It's a duty. It's a duty. We have to learn about the world around us. In case you haven't noticed, there's some bad things going on, and we need to understand and to be able to deal with them. Now, you are participating tonight in the 6th Annual Montana Academic World Quest Competition. Many of the schools are here tonight for the first time. You probably have some doubts, even apprehension about what you've gotten yourself into. The winning team, I am pleased to say, will go to Washington, D.C. to represent the state of Montana, and in recent years, our teams have finished 2nd and 4th in the national competition. That's an enormous tribute to you and to your teachers. But it really doesn't matter, in a sense, where you finish. What we hope at the World Affairs Council here is that it will somehow bring about a spark of interest in international affairs, that you will stay engaged with the world. Because as I said earlier, in our world today, we find that apathy kills more than malice. So we at the World Affairs Council would be delighted to stay in touch with you, to visit your schools, to talk with you, whatever we can to kind of stimulate this interest in foreign affairs. Now, I know that some of you are of a certain age where you're thinking about college. I would commend to you this fine institution here at the University of Montana. I have been privileged to teach here foreign policy and Middle East courses. To help you get introduced to the university, we're very privileged to have Julie Cahill with us, who is the International Admissions Coordinator here at the university. And she has an amazing amount of experience. She has a degree in science from UM. She has taught in places like the Solomon Islands with the Peace Corps. She's taught in Browning, Montana. She has been in New Zealand. And now, as I said, she is in charge of recruiting students internationally to come to this fine university. And I believe we have over 400 foreign students here. So It's my pleasure to introduce Julie. She will be followed by the president of the Montana World Affairs Council, Bob Seidenschwartz, who will introduce the mayor of Missoula, John Engen. So please welcome Julie Cahill.
I was quite surprised that you knew all that stuff. Welcome to the University of Montana and this gorgeous early spring day. I'd like to first introduce you to a friend of mine. Just take a look at the screens.
Hi, my name is Karina. I'm from Taiwan, and I'm a sophomore at the University of Montana. Currently, my major is economics, possibly minoring in both mathematics and dance. I came to the University of Montana because I was just kind of wandering around at a college fair in Shanghai, and I spoke to Julie Cahill, which is the primary reason why I'm here, because she was just really real. So then I went home, I spoke to my mom, and she's like, that was the smallest school that had accepted me. I got accepted to other big universities, but my mom was like, you're going to America, and she's kind of protective in a way. She's like, why don't you go to UM? Because we know Julie. There's a Chinese saying, I'm just gonna try to translate. It's like, there's gold everywhere underneath the ground, wherever you walk. Well, that is a metaphor of saying there are opportunities everywhere. And I think University of Montana really, really has so much to offer. Professors are very accessible, especially for international students. We need a lot of extra help, from language to culture understandings, and it's just great when you can just drop by your professor's office. I have friends from all over the world here. It's really diverse. I have friends from Russia, Romania, Germany, Japan, Australia, and America, of course. High five. Good job. Today is the International Food Festival, so all the countries from all over the world, they are represented by the students here at the UM, and they cook their own food, traditional food, and introduce their culture just to the community. Here you go. I didn't know what to expect. I heard Missoula is really beautiful, and then now I really experience what they mean by beautiful. It's just you just want to go hike every day. It's so nice that you feel suffocating to be inside. You just want to be out there because the trees are so green, and the weather is just so nice. And downtown, Missoula downtown is a really cute place. It's all the neat boutiques and shops. It's really cute. It's just a really cute place to be, and everything is so close. I can bike from my house to anywhere downtown within 10 to 20 minutes, and it's just really sweet. Balance for me is doing what you love and love what you do. There are many ways to get to happiness. Dancing is one of them. I really enjoy doing modern dance and ballet because when I'm doing modern dance, it's about what you feel. If you do what you love to do, life is short. Eat the dessert first.
I decided to show you that video because I think it really illustrates the idea of perspective. And right now you're sitting here and you've got a lot of information in your head that you're ready to shout out and give out the answers. And your perspective of where you are right now is as a Montana resident. And maybe you have left the country, you've left the state, maybe you haven't. But your perspective is very unique. Karina's perspective was as an international student and coming out of, she's actually Taiwanese, but she went to school in Shanghai, actually outside of Shanghai in Hangzhou. And she chose the University of Montana, she says because of me, but I think it was because of the opportunities that we did afford. She could have gone anywhere, honestly, and many of you probably, when you start to apply to go to universities, can go anywhere as well. But I just wanted to illustrate that you can go anywhere from right here, from right where you're sitting in Missoula, Montana. And that is a very powerful thing that the University of Montana does offer really great opportunities for international experience, to have international friends, and things like that. So when you're thinking about that, I would definitely take a look at the University of Montana. I just want to welcome you here and thank you for coming. It is very nice to see so many young faces interested in world affairs. And as Mark Johnson said, I have lived a lot of places in the world, and I can tell you that even international students don't always know where Afghanistan is or where Montana is. Some of them think it's in Canada. So thank you, and have a really great evening, and good luck to everybody.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Bob Seiden-Schwartz. I'm the president of the council. And I just want to say how satisfying this is, because 5 years ago, we had 4 teams. That was the start of this program, and to look out today to see everybody here, I just want to thank you for the efforts that you've all made, parents, teachers, and students, for taking the time to come here. I'd like to introduce at this time the Mayor of Missoula, John Engen. Before I do, I'd like to say something personally to John. These are very tough times economically. And there's a lot of decisions that have to be made right now that are not very popular and, quite frankly, are very difficult. And I've known John for many years. We are very fortunate here in Missoula to have a mayor such as John, both from a personal standpoint, from a professional standpoint. He was elected to the position in 2005. And trust me when I tell you, right now, he may consider looking at other options given the work that he has to do right now. This is a tough time. For him to take some of his time today to come to be here, I want to thank him very much for this. And you folks are in for a real treat tonight. And I'll let Mayor Engen take over right now and get this started. So I want to thank John for being here today, and welcome again to everybody. Thank you.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure to see all of you here. I'm going to turn off my phone. My broker calls every half hour. It's very helpful, I've found. And the pizza guy calls a lot too. So I am not the most formal mayor you have ever met, so we're going to have a little fun here, I hope, this evening. And actually, I do recall the first competition. Bob said 4 teams. There was actually only 1 team, ladies and gentlemen. And the competition wasn't as fierce as you might imagine, but we had a good time, and somebody did win. So it's really great to see this many folks here today, and it looks like we've got great support in the back of the hall, which is fantastic as well. Thank you all for being here to support the young folks who are in the front of the hall. We appreciate that. Good to see you. Apparently we were going to use the power of Microsoft and PowerPoint, ladies and gentlemen, which is actually, we have a local ordinance that prevents us from using that typically, but because this is the University of Montana, we've made an exception. I will be referring to the screen in front of me, and because I'm only marginally competent, if I make a mistake, I'm sorry. And I'll say that in advance. This is also the occasion annually wherein I get to embarrass myself by mispronouncing place names and people names from international locations. So, turns out I'm really nervous and don't think I can do this. What do you think? Can I do it? Yeah? Are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's how we play. There are 10 rounds of 10 questions each. I went to journalism school, so that's something on the order of 50 questions you'll be dealing with. Folks, you with me? Thanks. I'm here all night. Get used to it. We're going to put the school name, the team number, and all team member names on the cover of your answer sheet. You have 45 seconds to answer each question. You black out the answer you choose. Do not circle or cross out. There'll be 5 rounds and then a break for dinner, followed by the final 5 rounds. The answer sheets for the first 5 rounds will be collected before students are dismissed and have access to Google, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have answer sheets for the last 5 rounds will be delivered after dinner. No cell phones or other electronic devices are permitted. I actually removed my pacemaker before I got up here. Use of these will result in automatic disqualification for the entire team. Judges' decisions with regards to the grading are final. You get 1 point for each correct answer. There is no penalty for wrong answers. No penalty for wrong answers or answers left blank. In the event of a tie, a sudden death tiebreaker will be played, which can be very painful, ladies and gentlemen. The winning team is the team with the highest number of correct answers and will go to represent Montana at the national competition in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, sponsored by the good folks at the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation. Round 1, pandemics. They're trouble if you get one. Question number 1, statistically, following sub-Saharan Africa, which region has the greatest percentage of female adults living with HIV? A, Asia, B, the Caribbean, C, Latin America, or D, Central Asia? Last year I shouted out the answers. I found out that was wrong. Question number 2. According to the World Health Organization, there are 3 types of seasonal influenza, A, B, and C. Complicated system. Under which of these categories does the current H1N1, otherwise known as swine flu, fall? A, B, B, C, C, or D, both type A and type B? You guys are smart, you're all dialed in. I sense the answers are done. Question number 3, effective malaria prevention includes using insecticide-treated mosquito nets. These nets cost approximately blank. A, $1, B, $2.50 to $5, C, $8 to $10, or D, less than 50 cents. Or as the young people say, 50 cents, right? I'm very hep. Question number 4, the type of malaria prevention that aims to reduce contact between mosquitoes and humans is known as which of the following? A, vector control, B, barrier control, C, contact control, or D, location control? And as we continue with the enlightening topic of pandemics, question number 5. During a blood meal, a malaria-infected mosquito inoculates sporozoites into the human host, which then infects the cells of which organ in the human body? That's right, a story problem, folks. That's A, the heart, B, the liver, C, the lung, or D, the stomach. Question number 6, which country exhibited the first signs of the outbreak of H1N1, the swine flu? A, China, B, the United States, C, France, or D, Mexico? Question number 7, the World Health Organization estimates that the 1918 Spanish influenza killed roughly how many folks worldwide? A, 200 to 220 million, B, 15 to 20 million, C, 1 to 2 million, or D, 40 to 50 million? The Spanish influenza. Question number 8. On average, how many Americans die from seasonal flu complications each year? A, 50,000, B, 18,000, C, 25,000, or D, 36,000? Question number 9, UN AIDS cites the number of children, adolescents younger than 15, living with HIV/AIDS in 2007 as approximately blank. A, 200 million, B, 2 billion, C, 20 million, or D, 12 million. And finally, question number 10, the most effective method to prevent or contain the spread of avian influenza is A, moving birds outdoors that are typically housed indoors, B, rapid culling of all infected or exposed birds, C, vaccination of poultry in high-risk areas, or D, the quarantining of workers who have been exposed during butchering or the always painful defeathering. And you have survived round 1, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, nice work. No one seems to be weeping, that's a good sign. You're all pretty serious though, that's also a good sign. How are things in Troy? We're all good? Excellent. Lincoln, we're good? Hellgate, always trouble. Yeah? All right. Round 2, food production and my personal favorite, consumption, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1, by the year 2030, the world population is estimated to be blank, providing new challenges for food production and distribution. A, 5.6 billion with a B. B, 6.2 billion. C, 8.3 billion. Or D, 10.1 billion human beings. I'll note the technical crew, we have about 17 people working over here making sure that we go to the next slide. It's fantastic, thank you. Well done, I appreciate it. Question number 2, which of the following countries is currently not a leading exporter of food? A, Japan, B, Brazil, C, France, or D, the United States? And here's the way I would think about it. There is a French fry, and I had one today. I don't mean to give hints here. Do I understand exporting the way I should? Question number 3, what internationally successful fast food restaurant with about 30,000 locations worldwide caused a controversy in Paris by opening a chain in a food court below the Louvre Museum? That would be Pizza Hut, A, B, McDonald's, C, KFC, or D, of course, the famous fast food chain Chipotle. And I am now officially a little bit hungry. Question number 4, according to the Food and Agricultural Organization, that's the FAO, of the United Nations, which food source is considered most important? A, meat, B, dairy, C, cereals, D, vegetables, and the wild card for me would be E, bacon, but that's not available to you, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 5, U.S. farmers would benefit the most from blank. A, the appreciation of the U.S. dollar relative to other currencies. B, the depreciation of the U.S. dollar relative to other currencies. C, soaring energy prices. Or D, European Union farm subsidies. Question number 6, which region has made the most progress toward the 1996 World Food Summit's goal of reducing hunger? A, Latin America and the Caribbean. B, North Africa and the Near East. C, Asia and the Pacific. D, Eastern Europe and post-Soviet states. Question number 7, which of the following countries imports the least amount of agricultural commodities from the rest of the world? A, India, B, China, D, that's the alphabet, C, Russia, and D, the United States. Question number 8, which country is not among the top 3 export markets for U.S. agricultural goods? A, Mexico, B, China, C, Canada, our neighbor to the north, or D, the United Kingdom? Question number 9. In which region does the highest percentage of undernourished people exist? A, Sub-Saharan Africa, B, Latin America and the Caribbean, C, Near East and North Africa, or D, Asia and the Pacific? The highest percentage of undernourished folks. Question number 10, which country has the largest absolute number of undernourished people in the world? A, Ethiopia, B, China, C, Indonesia, or D, India? The largest number. And we finished round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Good work. I cannot tell you how difficult it is for a politician with a microphone to remain silent for 45 seconds after I ask that question. I feel like singing Jeopardy or something. All right, I'll resist. Round 3, the Sultanate of Oman, ladies and gentlemen. 1, who is the head of the state of the Sultanate of Oman? A, His Majesty King Abdullah II bin Al-Hussein. B, His Majesty Sultan, I'm going to go with caboose here, ladies and gentlemen, bin Said. C, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Or D, His Majesty Hassan al-Bolkiah. I actually believe that to be a hip-hop performer at one time, but the Sultanate of Oman. Question number 2, modern-day uses of frankincense. This is Missoula. We better be careful with this one. Modern-day uses of frankincense include all of the following, except A, to treat sunburn, B, toothpaste, C, to treat ailments such as ulcers, fever, and nausea, or D, deodorant. The frankincense question, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to myrrh in the bonus round. Question number 3, what evidence points to the existence of a community which thrived during the 3rd millennium BCE near the present-day Oman town of Bat? A, copper jewelry, B, housing foundations, C, tombs, D, a Taco Bell. Sorry, D, caravan trails. Just checking. Seeing if you're with me. Question number 4, what is the capital of Oman? A, Salalah, B, Soar, C, Rustak, or D, Muscat? Question number 5, which of the following countries does not share a land border with Oman? A, the Republic of Yemen, B, Iran, C, United Arab Emirates, or D, Saudi Arabia? Does not share a border. Question number 6. Which of the following best demonstrates traditional Omani dress? A, that's a trick question. That's your friendly mayor wearing a dress there, and it's just not respectful, ladies and gentlemen. Though it fit really well, and I was comfortable. And I did some modern dance at one time, and we can talk about that later. B, gentleman with the hat. C, lovely white outfit. Or D, the two folks sitting there in their attractive headwear. Not a big hinter? If you're answering A, don't. Question number 7. This is considered an important ambassador for Oman, traveling the world to promote cultural contacts and stimulate global interest in the country. A, the traditional Omani choir. Pardon me. B, a large historic sailing vessel. C, representatives from the Oman Chamber of Commerce. D, a rare breed of moose cat, named after the country's capital. You get the moose cats up there in Troy, don't you? Yeah. Jackalopes, that sort of thing. Yeah. Question number 8. What is the name of the Omani currency? A, the pound. B, the rial. C, the dinar. Or D, the ruble. Or if you're into phonetics, the rubble. Question number 9, as early as 2750 BCE, Oman started exporting what to other countries in the region? A, aluminum. B, gold. C, precious jewels. Or D, copper. The photo would suggest giant lamps. Question number 10, the last one in this round, ladies and gentlemen. Which Omani leader defeated and expelled the Portuguese and expelled them from Muscat in 1650 with forces led by his son Saif bin Sultan? This would be A, Ibn Majid. B, Vasco da Gama. C, Nasir al-Yarabi. Or D, Sidi Reyes. And yes, that was painful for me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 4. This is world music, with which I am oh so familiar because, again, I am hip. One more round to go this half, folks. You're doing great. No one's been injured. Question number 1, Spanish flamenco music frequently features the blank as a lead instrument. A, the sitar. B, the guitar. C, the saxophone. Or D, the conga. That's flamenco, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is me in a dress. I'm not sure where all these photos come from. Question number 2, the style of singing known as throat singing originally comes from which area? A, Central Asia. B, South Asia. C, the Middle East. Or D, the Southern United States. And I will now demonstrate. No, I'm not going to do that. World music, question number 3. The merengue describes the music and dance developed in which country? A, Costa Rica. B, the Dominican Republic. C, Puerto Rico. Or D, Haiti. The merengue. Also a fabulous addition to any pie. tech crew's getting all this stuff. That's fantastic. We'll get you some cash later. Question number 4. In which country are you most likely to hear, oh good, the Morin a 2-stringed horsehead fiddle accompanied by vocal praises to Genghis Khan? Well, that's not a country, ladies and gentlemen. That's Lolo. A, Mongolia, B, South Korea, C, Japan, or D, Singapore. The Morin. I always wanted to take up the 2-stringed horsehead fiddle. Just never happened. Regrets. Question number 5. Which of these is the national dance of Argentina? A, cha-cha. B, rumba. C, tango. D, songo. Don't cry for me, Argentina. That was out loud, wasn't it? Sorry. Question number 6. Klezmer is the celebratory music of which religion? A, Roman Catholicism. B, Eastern Orthodox Christianity. C, Judaism. Or D, Islam. Question number 7. Which of these terms describes the style of music born in New Orleans that drew upon Afro-Caribbean and Cajun musical styles? A, jazz. B, calypso. C, jambalaya. Or D, zydeco. I believe it's none of the above. I believe this to be polka, but I could be wrong. Question number 8. Whirling dervishes perform traditional dance as part of what practice? A, Buddhism. Pardon me. B, Sufism. C, Falun Gong. Or D, Tuareg. The whirling dervish. Question number 9. Winston Rodney, who uses the stage name Burning Spear, is an influential artist in which genre? A, salsa. B, Ethiopian pop. C, reggae. Or D, Afro-Cuban. Burning Spear. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, in world music, question number 10, popular for its genre for filmy music. The Indian movie industry is also known as A, Bollywood, B, Bollywood, C, Delhiwood, D, Bombay Boulevard. Film music from India. One more round this half. Doing great. Round 5, ladies and gentlemen. Great decisions. The last round for this half. We'll begin with question number 1. Pakistan's hope to co-host the 2011 World Cup of this sport seems virtually unattainable since the national Sri Lankan team was ambushed and attacked by 14 militants while visiting the country last March. The sport is A, soccer, B, cricket, C, polo, D, my favorite answer, roller derby. Question number 2, folks. Prior to the April 2009 G20 summit, Which central bank governor proposed switching to the global reserve currency from the US dollar to a currency value system independent of any one state? A was the person from the People's Bank of China. B was Muhammad Al-Jassir, Saudi Arabian Monetary Agency. D, David Dodge, Bank of Canada, I could handle that one. Or D, Masaki Shirakawa of the Bank of Japan. Question number 3, Mauricio Funes, the president of El Salvador, reestablished diplomatic ties with which country on June 1st, 2009? A, Venezuela, B, Cuba, C, Iran, or D, North Korea? Question number 4, folks. On June 19, 2009, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations estimated the world's hungry population to be a record high of blank. A, 1.02 million, B, 1.02 billion, C, 10.2 million, or D, 10.2 billion. Question number 5, in 2009, Myanmar found this pro-democracy opposition leader guilty of violating the terms of her house arrest. A, Ban Ki-moon, B, Aung San Suu Kyi, C, Tan Shui, or D, Navi Pillay. Pronunciation just gets more difficult for me. Question number 6, on May 12, 2009, which of the following nations won a seat on the United Nations Human Rights Council? A, Russia, B, China, C, Zimbabwe, or D, the United States? Question number 7. Prior to the Copenhagen summit, delegates from Arctic countries met in Norway to discuss the effects of climate change on which of the following? A, energy consumption, B, the financial crisis, C, tourism, or D, the always popular polar bears? Question number 8. In an attempt to diversify its energy market, Russia has signed a $25 billion oil for loans deal with which Asian country? A, South Korea, B, Japan, C, China, or D, Mongolia? Only 2 more questions remaining in the half. Question number 9, the penultimate question of the round. After the global swine flu scare, the Egyptian government ordered all of the country's pigs to be slaughtered. Bad day to be a pig. This measure drew strong criticism from the pigs, I think, in addition to A, Muslim clerics, B, Coptic Christians, C, street merchants, or D, OPEC, Organization of Pig Exporting Countries, ladies and gentlemen, OPEC. And finally, question number 10. Following the 2009 G8 summit in Italy, world leaders announced a $20 billion program to address world hunger by shifting investment from providing direct food aid to focusing on blank. A, publicly funded community-run food pantries. B, nutrition training and education courses for students. C, genetically modified foods like Velveeta. Or D, agriculture and farm production. Time's up. Pencils down, as they say. Congratulations, you made it through the first half. Give yourselves a round of applause. So we're going to collect your stuff. You're going to get some additional announcements. I am going to run off to another program. When you're done eating, I will be back. We will go through the second round and have more fun. How's that sound? Excellent. See you in a bit.
If you could just keep in your seats for just 1 second, please. Just one moment. We won't keep you waiting long. I want to introduce and thank some of the people at the World Affairs Council. They've been working literally for months. First and foremost is our magnificent Executive Director, Aubrey Lyons. She's here. And they have really, and she's led a very wonderful team of volunteers and interns, including Clark Baker, Amy Ryan, Angela Lemire, Sam Milodragovich, Sansare Hastings, and Jeffrey David. Jeff David, where is he? Okay, I just want to say something in Persian. Tavalad Mubarak. That means happy birthday. Today is his birthday.
Before we move on to dinner, we have a few special guests with us tonight. While our representatives are surely keeping busy in Washington, they applaud the work of the World Affairs Council and most importantly, all of you for being here tonight and your engagement in global affairs. I'd like to introduce two representatives from our congressional delegation who will read statements from Senator Tester, Congressman Rehberg, and Senator Baucus. We have with us this evening Montana James, who is also a former World Affairs Council intern from Senator Tester's office, Aaron Gabriel from Congressman Rehberg's office, and our own Council intern Clark Baker will read a statement from Senator Baucus's office. Following their statements, if we could just have the team captains bring up your answer sheets to either Angela or Sam after their statements, and then we will move on to dinner. Thank you.
Hello. Like Aubrey said, my name is Montana James, and I work at Senator Tester's field office here in Missoula. And I know you're all very hungry, so I'll make this quick. Senator Tester was sorry he couldn't be here himself tonight, but he asked me to read the following message. Welcome to Academic World Quest. As a former school teacher, I know your teachers and parents are proud of the dedication you have shown in preparing for this event. Learning about world events is essential for understanding how we as Montanans and as Americans fit into those events. I encourage you to continue reading the news and staying informed about the world around us. Good luck with the competition tonight. I look forward to seeing the winning team in Washington, D.C. Take care and keep in touch. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. My name is Erin Gabriel, and I'm the field representative for Congressman Rehberg here in the Missoula office. I want to start off by saying thank you to the World Affairs Council for inviting us to participate today. I'm excited to be here. I grew up in the Billings area, and so it's exciting to see students from all across the state with us today. The Congressman regrets he cannot be here, but he also passed along a little letter I'd like to share with you. Dear friends, it's a pleasure to send my greetings as you gather for the high school global affairs competition Academic World Quest. In 2005, Academic World Quest was started with the goal of providing a platform for students to demonstrate their knowledge of international issues in the form of an exciting team competition. The competition now includes more than 30 teams from across Montana and attracts the best and brightest students from our state. The World Quest competition also allows the winners to demonstrate their abilities on the national stage. In 2009, Billings Skyview High School represented the state of Montana well by placing fourth in the national competition held in Washington, D.C. The skills you develop at these competitions will help you grow to become the leaders of tomorrow, and you should all be very proud of your efforts. Again, thank you, and please don't hesitate to contact my office if I can ever be assistance. Sincerely, Denny Rehberg. Thanks, and good luck in the rest of the competition.
Okay, on behalf of Max Baucus, dear friends, I'm sorry I can't be there to help cheer you all on at the Academic World Quest High School Global Affairs Competition. Congratulations on being selected to compete, and good luck. It is events like this that give young Montanans an opportunity to shine and to really prove themselves. We have great schools in Montana and great students. I'd like to thank all of the teachers, administrators, and students for their hard work each and every day. One of my top priorities is to make sure all Montanans have access to a quality education because a strong education is the key to a strong economic future. Students are the future doctors, businessmen and women, and public servants of Montana. It's these students who will benefit from my long-term commitment to keeping college affordable, investing in after-school programs, and bringing good paying jobs into the state. Like you, I know we must keep our promise to support our most precious resource, our young people. I will keep fighting for the federal dollars needed to ensure our schools have the resources they need to continue providing Montana's students with world-class education they deserve. I look forward to hearing the results of tonight's competition and hope the winning team will stop by and say hello when they travel to Washington, D.C. I hold a breakfast for Montanans at 8:15 every Wednesday when the Senate is in session. Good luck, Max Baucus.
Fantastic. All right then, shall we begin? Round of applause if we want to begin. All right. Round number 6 is all about migration, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1. Which of the following countries has the highest number of international migrants? A, Canada, B, India, C, the United Kingdom, or D, España? Question number 2 is defined by the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime. What term means the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of persons by improper means, such as force, abduction, fraud, or coercion for an improper purpose? That's A, refugee abduction, B, asylum smuggling, C, clandestine migration, or D, trafficking of persons? Technical crew about to drop an anchovy in the keyboard, bringing entire World Quest to a halt. Be very careful. Make sure you've got canned air over there. There's some of it up here, I tell you. Question number 3. With 27.9% of the population born in a foreign country, New York City is a hub of international migration. According to the U.S. Census Bureau's 2005 American Community Survey, what single country made up the largest portion of the foreign-born population living in New York City in 2005? A, folks from the Dominican Republic, B, China, C, India, or D, Mexico? Question number 4, which world city has the highest percentage of foreign-born residents at a staggering 83%? A, London, B, Los Angeles, C, Hong Kong, or D, Dubai? Question number 5, with 53 million, which region had the most international migrants in 2005? A, Africa, B, Asia, C, Latin America and the Caribbean, or D, Oceania? Question number 6, in 2006, which Caribbean country received remittances that totaled more than 20% of the country's gross domestic product? A, Haiti, B, Jamaica, C, Cuba, or D, the Dominican Republic? Question number 7, of the 19 cities in the world containing 1 million or more foreign inhabitants, which U.S. city is not among them? A, Chicago, B, Dallas, C, Seattle, or D, Houston, Texas? Question number 8. Canada, Germany, Spain, and the United Kingdom and the United States are among the countries having seasonal worker programs to satisfy labor demands in which industry? A, technology and customer service, B, agriculture, C, manufacturing, or D, tourism? Question number 9. Imposing language requirements and lengthening residency requirements are policies that countries have adopted to limit A, illegal immigration, B, remittances sent to home countries, C, skilled workers from to keep skilled workers from migrating, or D, the naturalization of foreign migrants. Question number 10. Female migrants outnumbered male migrants in all regions of the world except A, Africa, B, Oceania, C, North America, D, Latin America, and the Caribbean. You wrapped up round 6, folks. Good work. We're on to round 7. The topics get cheerier as we go on. Genocide, ladies and gentlemen, round 7. Question number 1, which of the following is specific and unique to the definition of genocide? A, serious bodily or mental harm to members of a group of people. B, widespread and systematic attacks against civilians in a group of people. C, the intent to destroy a group of people. D, mass killings of members of a group of people. Question number 2, in which year did the United States ratify the United Nations Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of Genocide? A, 1948, B, 1988, C, 1993, or D, 1998. Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of Genocide. Question number 3, genocide has most recently occurred in which of the following countries? A, Rwanda, B, Yugoslavia, C, Nigeria, or D, the Sudan? Question number 4. In the 1982 Guatemalan genocide, often coined Silent Holocaust, which ethnic group was the primary target? A, Aztec Indians, B, Maya Indians, C, Inca Indians, or D, Inuit Indians? Question number 5, the United States Holocaust Museum lists 6 countries currently at great risk of genocide. Which of the following is not listed? A, Burundi, B, Liberia, C, the Sudan, or D, Rwanda? Question number 6, in March of 2009, the International Criminal Court, ICC, filed 10 charges against the Sudanese president, including 3 counts of genocide, 5 counts of crimes against humanity, and 2 of murder. What is his name? A, Omar al-Bashir, B, Ding Akal Ding, C, Thabo Mbeki, or D, Riek Machar? Question number 7, in just 3 months, an estimated 800,000 to 1 million people were massacred in the 1994 Rwanda genocide. Where is Rwanda on this map? It's one of my favorite questions. AA, BB, CC, or DD? I sense there's some avian flu in the room. Is everybody okay? Got some coughing going on. Question number 8, the Bosnian genocide culminated in the mass killings of the citizens of A, Sarajevo, B, Srebrenica, C, Banja Luka, or D, Zagreb? Nine, the word Holocaust comes from an ancient Greek word meaning what? A, catastrophe, B, human devastation, C, sacrifice by fire, or D, great loss? And finally, question number 10 in this round. Folks, of the 8 stages of genocide as described by Genocide Watch, which of the following is the 8th and final stage? A, denial, B, extermination, C, symbolization, or D, polarization? That, folks, was round 7. We're moving on to round number 8. These events are current, folks. And question number 1, Scott Brown, now junior United States Senator, won an unforeseen victory over his heavily favored opponent, Martha Coakley, to take over the Senate seat formerly held by which late United States Senator? A, Strom Thurmond, B, John Kerry, C, Ted Kennedy, or D, Harry Reid? Question number 2 in this round, sharing the island of Hispaniola with Haiti, Leonel Fernandez, the president of which country, called an emergency meeting to organize aid and assistance for his island neighbor? A, Port-au-Prince, B, the Virgin Islands, C, Cuba, or D, the Dominican Republic? Question number 3, folks. According to the Chinese government, their national security and reunification efforts were damaged because of recent U.S. sales of arms to which country? A, Tibet, B, Afghanistan, C, Taiwan, or D, Hong Kong? Question number 4, international waters off the Horn of Africa have seen a rise in pirating over the last year. Arg. Which country do these modern pirates like to call home? A, Somalia, B, Nigeria, C, South Africa, or D, Egypt? My answer, of course, would be Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you very much. Question number 5, in the 2010 Olympics, Alexander Bilodeau won Canada's first Olympic gold ever during a home game in which event? A, snowboard cross, B, moguls, C, men's figure skating, or D, my personal favorite sport of all time, curling? It's all in the sweeping. Question number 6. According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association, the hottest safety issue in the United States right now is which of the following? A, driving while using cell phones, driving while blindfolded, driving too fast while blindfolded, no, just driving too fast, driving without a license. Thank heavens for the current events round, which features questions even I can answer. I'm feeling much better about myself. Question number 7, Google threatened to close its operations in China, for which of the following reasons? A, technical difficulties, B, government restrictions, C, marketing failure, or D, not enough customers. Question number 8, it was recently discovered that a rare bone disorder combined with this disease most likely killed King Tut. A, West Nile virus, B, dengue fever, C, malaria, or D, HIV AIDS. That dengue fever sounds painful to me. One of my favorite songs when I was about your age actually was Steve Martin's rendition of King Tut. Any of you know who Steve Martin is? A few? Good. All right, I feel better now. Could have won a Grammy, buried in his jammies, Funky Tut. Question number 9. In Iran, protests flared several months after a disputed election with police cracking down on demonstrators who had gathered to protest the election and other government actions. The protest came at a time of government-sponsored celebrations for what? A, the 300th anniversary of Alexander the Great's conquest of Persia. B, the 20th anniversary of the death of Ayatollah Khomeini. C, the 31st anniversary of the Islamic Revolution. Or D, the 80th birthday of Ayatollah Khomeini. Question number 10, the 21-year-old luger from this country suffered a fatal crash during a training run at the Vancouver Olympics. He was A, from Russia, B, Armenia, C, Azerbaijan, or D, the Republic of Georgia. Round 9. We're almost there, folks. You're doing great. These are the Caribbean islands, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1. Who were the original inhabitants of the Caribbean islands? C, A, the Siboneyes, C, the Caribs, B, the Caribs, C, the Taínos, or D, of course, the Engans. Some of the early Norwegian settlers there in the Caribbean discovered we were far too fair-skinned. It's sort of interesting. I never understood my grandparents, three of them were from Norway. And so you leave a really cold country where the farming is bad and go to Minnesota or North Dakota. Farming's a little better, still really cold. Why not Florida? Perhaps the Caribbean. Question number 2. In the 17th century, the island of Tortuga became home base for pirates seeking plunder from as far away as the Indian Ocean. Where is Tortuga located? A, off the coast of Venezuela. B, off the coast of Grenada. C, off the coast of St. Thomas. Or D, off the coast of Haiti. Tortuga, of course, part of the extra value meal at the Taco Bell. Oh, that's chalupa, isn't it? Question number 3 in the, what was the last country in the Caribbean to abolish slavery in 1888? A, Cuba, B, Puerto Rico, C, the Bahamas, or D, St. Martin? Question number 4. The dominant religion in the Caribbean is A, Christianity, B, Rastafari, C, Islam, or D, Voodoo? Do that voodoo that you do so well. Question number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Labor rebellions and social upheavals in the British Caribbean led to the establishment of the Moyne Commission in 1938. Recommendations made by the commission led to what action by the British government? A, greater regulation of trade unions. B, more control over central government by the British Parliament. C, institutionalizing public and agricultural financial aid. Or D, acceptance of a gradual decolonization. And of course, your gradual decolonization can be painful as well. Question number 6, folks. At 9.9%, which Caribbean country sent a surprisingly low share of its exports to the U.S., European Union, and Canada? A, Jamaica, B, the Bahamas, C, Grenada, or D, St. Lucia? Question number 7, which of the following is not a major export associated with the Caribbean islands? A, cinnamon, Grenada, B, bedding, Barbados, C, coffee, Dominican Republic, or D, tobacco, Puerto Rico? Question number 8, since the 1980s, what is the Caribbean's most profitable industry? A, rum, B, sugar, C, technology, or D, tourism? Question number 9, of contemporary European countries, only blank had no colonial or imperialist presence in the Caribbean. A, France, B, Sweden, C, Russia, or D, the Netherlands? Question number 10. Once associated with the poor labor class, parents would often forbid their children to speak this language, which later grew to become appreciated and recognized for historical importance and place in culture. A, Creole, B, Ebonics, C, Spanish, D, Caribbeanese? You made it to round 10. Good for you, good job. This, folks, is the World Cup. Question number 1 in the last round. The official name of the 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa game ball is A, Zakumi, B, Jabulani, C, Harambe, or D, Jambu? There's a hint, it is not Frisbee. Question number 2, the first team to win the World Cup also happened to be the host country. Which country was it? A, Uruguay, B, Argentina, C, Yugoslavia, or D, Brazil? Question number 3, which of the following countries has never won a World Cup final? A, Italy, B, Hungary, C, Spain, or D, France? Question number 4. Which country is considered to be the founder of modern football, which was established in 1863? A, Argentina, B, Denmark, C, England, or D, France? Question number 5, which team or teams automatically qualify for the World Cup? A, the previous World Cup champion, B, the host country's team, C, the previous World Cup champion and the runner-up, D, in accordance to the fairness rule of 1949, no team qualifies automatically. Question number 6, in 1950, the U.S. World Cup team causes a major sensation by defeating A, Brazil, B, France, C, England, or D, Argentina? Question number 7. According to the BBC, current world ranking holds this country's team in first place. A, Brazil, B, Spain, C, the United States, or D, South Africa? Only 2 questions after this one. Question number 8, which country has won the most World Cups? A, Spain, B, Argentina, C, Germany, or D, Brazil? Question number 9. Who was the Adidas Golden Shoe given to for the 2006 World Cup? A, Miroslav Klose, B, Zinedine Zidane, C, Davor Suker, or D, LeBron? Ladies and gentlemen, the final question. It's okay. Question number 10. Which of the following is not a venue in the 2010 World Cup in South Africa? A, Fields of Green, B, Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, C, Soccer City, or D, Free State Stadium? The last question. Good luck. right, that's a tremendous sense of relief. You guys were fantastic. Who came to Missoula from the farthest point? Who just said me? I don't know. I think it gets farther. Troy? Yeah, could be. All right. Well, thanks for being here. It's a pleasure to have you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Academic World Quest 2010. I will thank our sponsors on behalf of the good folks here. We'll thank the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation, University of Montana Office of the President, Enrollment Services, Office of Student Affairs, our friends at the World Affairs Council of Montana, without whom this program would not happen this evening. S.G. Long and Company, Max and Betty Swanson Foundation, Gagliardi Insurance, and the good folks at First Interstate Bank. And now, Aubrey has some news for you.
And thank you for the mayor for being here this evening. We know he's in extremely high demand, so we appreciate his time and humor. He didn't know that that picture was going to be up of him in the dress, so we appreciate his humor as well. And again, thank you to all of our interns and volunteers who've been working months to make this event possible. So we'll look forward to seeing you again next year. And thanks so much.
All right, so I'm always a little bit nervous that I'll do this wrong in some way. So, Aubrey, you want me to start with fourth place? Is that right? All right. In fourth place, even though I didn't even have a score card in front of me, I took fourth place, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. No, you know who took fourth place is our friends from Gardner, Montana. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Come on up. Forrest Reinhardt, Jackson Herring, Austin Smith, and Morgan Smith, all the way from Gardner, advised by Christina, is it Christina Cody? Christina, come on up. Congratulations, guys. And there was a time some years ago, high school, the best 8 years of my life, I actually attended. Thank you again for that. In third place, one of the teams from my alma mater, Hellgate team number 2, advised by our friend Patty Hickson. This is Casey McGuerin, Colby Morris, Lindsey Coffin, and Aiden Shackleton. Congratulations, Hellgate team 2. Patty, come on up. Fantastic. In second place, all the way from the slightly eastern side of our state, ladies and gentlemen, the good folks from Team 1 of Skyview High School. Congratulations. That's Jacob Bill and Chris Self. Brian Anderson and Cole Milton, advised by Rich McFate. Congratulations, gentlemen. And finally, the team which will go on to represent Montana in Washington, D.C. at the National Academic World Quest Competition, sponsored by, again, our friends at the Dennis and Phyllis Washington Foundation. Team number 3 from Hellgate High School, Missoula, Montana, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Wood, Adam Cook, Lisa Dal Piazza, Alec Patterson, again advised by Ms. Patty Hickson. Congratulations, big round of applause for all these teams, for all their good work. Congratulations, folks. And thank you again for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to see you all. Thanks for giving me the chance to spend a little time with you. We'll see some of you next year, maybe, huh? All right, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen.